Hey guys, so another Disney favorites video. This isn't going to be a top though. This is just going to be my favorite Disney Channel original movies, aka DCOM'S, in order of which they came out, because that's how I wrote them down. In no way is this in any order to my major favorite to my least favorite. It's just in order that they came out, and these are all just my favorite Disney Channel movies in general. And this tag is definitely, or not this tag, this video is definitely going to bring back a lot of childhood memories for me, at least. I don't know about you guys. If I do bring out childhood memories for you guys with this video, I'm glad. Now, this is going to be part one of a two-parter video because there was a lot of Disney Channel movies. This is going to be from the year 1997 to 2004. The first one is Under Wraps. Basically, this movie was pretty much hilarious. I absolutely love it. Basically, these kids, an old guy dies, and they go into his house and discover that there's a mummy. And they bring him home to one of the kids' houses and just try to bring him into everyday life. And it's hilarious. He walks through a drive-through, and the people think he orders a milkshake, and he's just going, and I mean, it's a Halloween movie, obviously. Me with Halloween movies, I mean, I don't know. I just love it. Speaking of Halloween movies, the next one is Halloweentown. Now, Halloweentown, I do love the series. I hated the last one. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But the first three definitely were my favorites. If I had to pick a number one favorite out of the entire series, would definitely have to be the second one, which is Calabar's Revenge with his son, who wasn't bad looking, if you ask me, but no one needs to know that. The whole movie series in general, if no one knows about it, basically these three kids discover that they are a part of a witch family, and there's a whole town dedicated pretty much nothing but Halloween. And the oldest daughter reveals that it's actually her 13th birthday, like her 13th year, and she should have already started her witch training and stuff like that. And it's just a really, really good movie, and it definitely brings a huge, huge part of my childhood out. The next one is Don't Look Under the Bed, which is oh my gosh, this movie used to creep the hell out of me when I was little. And it's one of the movies that actually brought out everything that I loved about creepiness, because this movie is just amazing. This movie pretty much brings out the whole boogeyman-esque type feel to it, and that's all I'm going to say about this movie because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But if you want to watch it, it is on YouTube, so definitely look it up on here, because it's on here. I've watched it dozens of times on here, and I'm trying to find a lot of these old Disney Channel movies that I can actually get on DVD, because I know people have them on DVD, so I'm gonna try to find them all. And of course, we cannot forget the Xenon series. This is also another movie that I grew up loving, like Halloweentown. There's 3 movies to them, and all of them are amazing. They're all great. None of them are bad in any way. But the first one's always going to be a favorite. Yes, that song was amazing. I love this. But basically, the Xenon series, if you haven't seen it, it's about a girl who lives in outer space, in the space system thing that floats around up there. And she gets in trouble somehow and ends up staying with her aunt who lives on Earth, and she has to adjust to the earthly lifestyle, and a lot of things end up going wrong in the space system, and she has to find her way back up there to help her family and friends that are Phantom of the Megaplex. This movie was pretty much awesome when I first watched it. I actually still watch it from time to time when it's on Disney late at night or on Halloween. This movie isn't a Halloween movie, it's just a creepy kind of Disney movie, or a Disney Channel movie. And basically, it's about this teenager who works at a megaplex, movie theater, whatever you want to call it, and they're having a big, huge movie premiere for a scary movie kind of film. There has been a history with the old theater that was there burned down, and there's this guy who haunts it as a phantom, blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna ruin the movie for you, but that's just how that goes. Mom's got a date with a vampire. This movie was, I absolutely loved it. This movie is what got me into vampires, and I'm not really into vampires as much anymore, and it's kind of weird thinking about it, but this movie pretty much speaks for itself. She's a single mom of 3 kids. The kids want to get her on a date. They create a fake dating profile online, and they get her a date with this guy, and that they set up to meet in the grocery store, and it turns out he's a vampire, and the rest you're gonna have to watch it. The Other Me. This movie is a very, very underrated Disney movie because not many people remember it. It's got one of the Lawrence brothers, the youngest one, I can't remember his name, but it's got him in it, and basically he clones himself. And he uses his clone to go to school for him while he stays at home, and so yeah. But it's a really good movie, and it's very, very, very underrated, and I highly recommend everyone to go check that out. The Color of Friendship. This movie is absolutely amazing, and I think this movie really needs a lot of people, especially nowadays, really need to watch this movie. It's about a girl from South Africa. She happens to be white, and she comes to America to stay with a black family who are from America, and she learns a lot about herself and a lot about racism and how people really are towards blacks and whites and stuff like that. And these 2 girls, actually, the family has a daughter the same age as her, and they actually become really, really great friends. And this movie is just a really, really amazing movie, and anyone who doesn't know, like, who kind of has an issue with racism or anything like that, I highly recommend you guys go check that out. It's an amazing movie, and I would recommend it to anybody. The Luck of the Irish. This movie, I absolutely fell in love with this movie. 1, being Irish myself, and 2, it's a funny movie in general. And basically this kid, this teenager, he's Irish, and somehow he is a leprechaun too, kind of thing. I forgot how it goes, but it's one of my favorite movies. I haven't seen it in forever, so don't judge me. But it's got Ryan Merriman, I think that's how you say his last name, don't hate me, who plays Ian in the first few seasons of Pretty Little Liars. He wasn't in the first 1 or 2 episodes, I think. It was some other guy that played him. But he plays Ian in the Pretty Little Liars series, and he's also in the 3rd Final Destination movie. So, yeah. The Scream Team. This one is a Halloween movie, and basically it's based on ghosts and stuff like that, and oh my god, I forgot, hang on a minute. Basically based off of they read about a guy named Zachariah Cole, blah blah blah, and it sort of has like a Sleepy Hollow feel to it, in my opinion, I think. But it's a good movie. I would recommend it. You guys should check it out. It also is a very underrated Disney film. Not many people know about it. So, and this next one, this is pretty much the Scream Team was the last Disney film ever to have the 1990s logo. So this next one pretty much brings into the 2000s. I think the Scream Team did come out in the 2000s. But this next one is Get a Clue, and it has Lindsay Lohan in it. And basically it has sort of like a, oh god, it's like this teenager wants to be a spy, pretty much, sort of feel to it, and it's a really good movie. Definitely not one of my #1 favorites, but it is one of my favorite movies. And the next one is Cadet Hayley. Hilary Duff was one of my favorite Disney people ever, and she is also in this movie, and basically her mom wants to get married to this guy, and they move, and she ends up having to go to military school. So yeah, I'm not going to reveal any more than that, but it also has Christy Carlson Romano from Even Stevens in it, and them two have a brawl pretty much, and it's amazing. And the next one is Right on Track. This one is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's about two drivers who are sisters, and they're real. It's based off of a true story, and this one does bring a lot of feel for me because my family is into driving, although it is two different kinds of racing. So, but it does bring a lot of memories for me, and it's based off of a true story. Just go check it out. It's Right on Track, and yeah, it's a really good movie. And the second to last, we're getting on the last ones, is Pixel Perfect. This one isn't a top, but I did really enjoy this movie when it came out. It's basically about a guy who creates a fake girl, and she turns into the lead singer of their band, and it all goes down from there pretty much. And last but not least is Stuck in the Suburbs. This one is one of my fangirly type movies. These two girls go to meet one of their favorite people, and it's pretty much like a fangirl type movie. It's awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to create a fangirl movie list for you guys because yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I just gave myself an idea, yay. But yeah, that was my 1997 to 2004 Disney movie favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and film from 2005 till present. So yeah, I will see you guys in a minute, yay, or in the next video.